This, my friends, is the Swish Edition.
Hey, Dale.
What's up?
I don't know.
Cold today.
It is a little cold here on the East Coast. It was windy, too.
Yes, it was. Not now, though.
Not now. It's calmed down. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Celebrating 10 years of pop culture news.
300 episodes. Downloaded in 144 countries.
Recorded all over the place.
DC, Vegas, Alaska, the Caribbean, New York City, and now.
Can't tell you that. I'm sorry. This is the new and only slightly improved Swish Edition.
So, welcome back to the Swish Edition. This is episode 297 for November 3rd. You know what's funny, Dale? It's November 3rd, 2020, and there's just absolutely nothing going on in the world today. So, we thought we'd just do our regular episode of the Swish Edition. And
Well, what other episode would we do?
I don't know. There's a lot going on in the world, but we're not going to talk about it. We're going to talk about entertainment and brands and restaurants.
Not election day?
What? I don't even know what that means. We don't talk about politics on the show. At least we try not to. Sometimes it seeps in, but we really try not to.
Yeah.
So it's a little late now, but I saw this after we did the show last week, because we did the show a few days before Halloween. And, well, actually, we should talk about our Halloween, because we actually had a fun time.
Yeah, it was uneventful. It wasn't as eventful as we thought it was going to be.
So our good girlfriend, Jacqueline, came to spend the weekend with us, which was fun, as she's wont to do on Halloween. She did it last year.
It's become a thing now.
Yeah, she came out, and we did the big haunted house, and we did the Day of the Dead.
Right.
In Vegas last year. Had 200 kids come get candy.
A lot.
It was crazy.
A lot.
So we're thinking, I don't know, even, the town we're in now did have trick-or-treating, and they announced that it was going to be from 6 to 8 p.m.
Right.
So we got costumed up.
Everything ready.
We got lots of decorations outside. We decided to do it outside on the driveway. And we did it up. We had a sign, and we had our scarecrows, and we had
Not only that, I took the time and not actually give out pieces of candy, but I found these great canvas bags
right
that had little, what do you call them? Like little
appliques.
Yeah, like witches and pumpkins and all kinds of stuff, and
Ghosts
stuffed them full of candy.
Goblins.
Set them all out, so everyone got this nice little canvas bag. I mean, I appreciated it. I don't know if anyone else did. But I think the fun part is I actually found online this box of 50 little tiny tubs of slime.
Right.
Which I thought. So now everyone got a treat and a trick.
I like that. And that's fun.
It's fun.
And when they got home, they probably were really excited about that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some thank you notes. So our next door neighbor told us we were going to get about 50 kids, and we got 15.
Yeah.
15 kids. We had enough candy for like 75.
And everything was in the first hour and nothing for the last hour.
Right. So we drank.
So we packed it up. An hour early.
But we were up late.
Oh, were we up late?
Drinking and dancing. We had fun. We were Scooby. We did the Scooby Gang.
Yeah.
Jacqueline was Daphne.
Daphne. He looked great.
You were Shaggy, and I was Fred. And there's a great picture. I'll put it up on our Facebook page.
I don't know if I look like Shaggy, but
I don't know.
I had the clothes, but the hair. I just looked like a homely lesbian.
Oh no! Maybe
I did.
Maybe
I did.
I don't know.
Did.
So it's too late to talk about Halloween, but I saw this. I started talking about this before we talked about our Halloween, but this was a big thing this year. It was the drive-through haunted houses, Dale. They did this at car washes, and they also did it at outdoor like parks and like big grounds where people could pay like $5 and drive through a haunted house.
And I didn't know we were going to talk about this, but I was just going through my phone, and there was one corporate-owned Burger King.
Yes.
That did their drive-through, and it was pretty freaking amazing.
Like a haunted drive-through?
Yes.
That is so fun.
It was pretty amazing.
But I love this idea of this haunted car wash. They throw blood on your car, and of course they clean it up afterwards, but...
Well, they could probably just dye the soap.
Right?
To make it red.
Super scary drive-through experiences were a big thing this year. And also, you could tune your radio to a certain channel to get the companion soundtrack, so you could hear the screams.
I saw one that Ellen sent one of her minions to, which looked like everyone was parked in a empty drive-in.
Yeah.
And then stuff kind of happened, but it didn't, like nothing was playing. You just kind of sat in your car and waited for people to come up from behind you.
And scare you.
Yeah.
I kind of like that idea because haunted houses and haunted hayrides scare the shit out of me. So if I was in the security of my own car, I just wonder if like people get too excited and like gun it and like kill one of the actors.
Well, all the ones that I've seen, they weren't necessarily drive-throughs. You were in your car, but you were parked. You didn't like drive through a thing.
Got it.
Or you drived in, put it in park, and stuff happened.
Stuff happens.
But the Burger King thing was cool.
It makes me. We have a really, really long driveway, so I was wondering if maybe next year we could create a drive-in experience for our neighbors.
If you get you don't need a drive-in, but could you imagine from the beginning of our driveway?
Yeah.
Get a whole bunch of like 8x10 foot tents,
right,
and line them up,
and have lots of experiences.
And then you do you just do a walkthrough, and and no people, just scary stuff. And then at the end is us with the candy, and then they have to walk all the way back.
I like it.
That could be fun.
It's a good football field from our house to the street. It's a football
not
field.
That long.
It's about a football field.
It is not.
All right, it's a
no
cribbage field. While supplies last, Dale, this is the title of today's episode is the limited edition explosion because that's what we're talking about today. Kentucky Fried Chicken is bringing back for the third year in a row their fireplace logs, Dale. You put them in your fireplace if you have a wood-burning fireplace.
We saw this a few years ago.
Yeah.
They keep selling out.
So it smells like the 11 herbs and spices of Colonel Sanders' secret recipe.
Yeah, and
when you put it in your fireplace, your whole house smells like KFC.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is true or not. I was watching, I watched CBS this morning in the morning.
Yes,
I'm there. Gail King and all the people.
Yep.
And I don't know if this is true or not because I was half listening to it because I was involved with my phone.
Yeah.
But she said that she believes that there is a candle that smells like mashed potatoes and gravy.
I
and that
do not doubt that.
You should light it with the KFC fire log.
So you've got the KFC.
So you got the chicken and you have the mashed potatoes and gravy.
I think that's a great idea. So why don't we get one? Unfortunately we don't
have a fire.
We don't have a wood burning fireplace.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But I would try this if we get our wood burning fireplace back.
So, of course, it's a limited time only.
Of course.
Right? It's only available through Walmart. You can go to the store or walmart.com.
I guess we can get one and hold it.
We could.
Or just stick it outside and light it. Because it's a starter log, right? That's what it is.
Right. It's like a half-size fire log. Yeah.
Yeah.
$15.88 is the price. $15.88.
It's an expensive log.
That's right.
I think it's a great idea. It's cool.
I think it is, too. Some good news from the good news file. I'm excited about this because I like both of these people. I've liked them for a long time. Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton are finally engaged.
Aww.
They are, of course, right now co-judges on The Voice on NBC. And they couldn't be cuter. They seem like a very kind of unlikely couple.
I think that's what makes them so great.
Yeah, she's the rocker. He's the country star.
Yeah.
And but they look good together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So excited for them. We'll see how long that one is. She was married. They've both been married before.
Well, I was going to say, and they both got kids.
He was married to Miranda, what's her name, right?
Lambert.
And
that's not right.
Miranda Lambert. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. And Gwen Stefani was married to Gavin Rossdale.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, come together. Second marriages always seem to be the best, actually, right? Aren't second marriages the best?
I don't know.
They seem to last longer than the first ones.
Do they?
I mean, look at history. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I mean,
I think history is marriages don't last in this country.
No, but I think the second marriages tend to last longer than first marriages because you kind of are impulsive and you maybe get into the first relationship a little bit too quickly.
Yeah, and maybe the second time around is like, you know what, I don't really need this, but I feel it this time.
Yeah.
Do it.
Look at like Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, second marriages.
Yeah.
Look at Ted Danson and Mary Steenburgen, second marriages. And they've been together for years. Or John McEnroe and Patti Smith. I mean, they seem like solid second marriage relationships for all these people.
Yeah, I'm not up on my celebrity
second marriages.
second marriages.
Some more good news files. I love this. I don't know what school system it is. I don't know what state it is, but there was a school superintendent
I saw this,
that announced that his school system will have snow days this year, the 2020-2021 winter. Even if school is virtual, they're still going to observe snow days.
Love it.
So to preserve that childhood tradition of waking up.
You also, I'm convinced, and I don't know how it works. I'm not in school, nor do I know people who are doing this. But I suspect that's not true.
Henry and Annie.
I do know people who are doing this.
We do.
But I suspect during my travels in and around the different towns around here that the school parking lots do have cars in them. So I imagine the teachers are actually going to work.
I think they're going to work and they're doing their virtual things maybe from school, from their classrooms. I don't know.
Yeah, and they probably still have meetings and stuff to go to.
Sure. I mean, you got to...
And so if it's snowing, it would be unsafe for them to be on the road.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
How much snow do we get around here? Do you know? Do you remember? Did you have a lot of snow days when you were a kid?
No. There were very few and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, remember going to bed at night just praying that you'd wake up and then you have to listen to like Z104 in the morning or whatever the radio station was to find out if there was school or not.
And where we live, they did it alphabetical order.
Yeah, and you lived at the end of the list.
Very end of the list.
Yeah, so you did.
Yeah.
Had to wait.
There was no internet.
Yeah, no, not back then.
Thing that you could go to and check.
No, you just had to wait
to the TV or the radio.
That's right.
Yeah.
Crazy. What the worst was the 2-hour delay.
Yeah, that was
the 2-hour delay, which we've actually had a lot lately because of fog here in our neck of the woods, which is crazy.
Often. We had a lot of those days.
I guess bus drivers.
Snow days, not so much.
Can bus drivers not drive in the fog? Is that?
You've seen stuff around here. It gets really heavy.
More limited edition news. Mountain Dew is releasing a limited edition collective hot sauce brand. I don't know what this is actually, but it's only
going to be a hot drink.
It's going to be a hot sauce, like literally like that you put on your food.
Oh.
Only 500 bottles of this hot sauce will be produced. It will be made with Mountain Dew along with habanero peppers and who knows what else, probably some corn syrup. But if you want one, you can't go to the store and buy them. You have to get on Mountain Dew's social channels like Instagram and Facebook and stuff and like plead and beg. Maybe you'll get a bottle of Mountain Dew's hot sauce. Mountain Dew's been in the news a lot lately.
Yeah. You know, it's still a popular brand. It does well.
Yeah.
Is that Pepsi?
I'm not a fan. It is that part of the Pepsi family?
I don't remember.
I think it might be. Yeah. I'm not a fan of it. It's like extra caffeinated, and we do have a friend who likes
it's too sweet.
We have a friend who likes to drink it for breakfast.
I mean, that's that person that we're referring to. I've known for a very long time.
Sure.
And known him to not drink anything but Mountain Dew.
Right. So we're drinking coffee in the morning, and he's drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Not very healthy.
I don't like Mountain Dew.
I don't know how healthy coffee is, but I can't imagine popping a Mountain Dew first thing in the morning.
At least coffee's natural.
True. It comes from a plant. Mountain Dew comes from a chemical. All right, comes from the nasty and unexplainable category. I don't understand this. Dale, please educate me.
I can't because I have never once in my life had one.
Please educate. Do you have any idea why the McRib from McDonald's is so friggin' It has a huge following.
Maybe it's good.
It's crazy. I've had it. It's not. The McRib is returning to McDonald's for the first time since 2012. Nationwide, every single McDonald's in the entire country will have McRib on December 2nd.
Isn't it going permanent now?
No, it's not permanent. It's always a limited time.
And it's not every year either.
No, but for the last couple years, they have rolled it out, but not to all the restaurants. And there was an app that you could get, Dale, for your phone that would tell you whether your local McDonald's had it or not. It's disgusting. I've seen the pictures of what it looks like before it has sauce on it.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
The picture, the marketing pictures of the McRib, it's like, I'll eat that sandwich. Mm-hmm. But I can imagine that what you get is not what that picture looks like.
It's processed pork frozen into
fast food
block that's made to look like it has ribs in it, which it does not because it's boneless. Then they put onions and pickles on it, and they put it on a bun, and it's...
And barbecue sauce.
Well, yeah, that covers the fact that it's like white or gray. It's disgusting. But there are fans out there. We've got friends on Facebook who are huge fans. And just this week, 2 different people on Facebook sent it to me in Messenger on Facebook thinking that I would be excited about this, and I was not. But I knew we had to talk about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not excited about it, and I won't get it. And I've never had one, ever.
Well, what do you think about trying it in early December? Would you should we do a taste test here on the air?
I'd just rather have the quarter pounder with cheese.
It's one of the best things they have. Yeah, it is.
And a side of chicken nuggets.
Very tasty. You'd rather have the side of chicken nuggets than their French fries, or you want both?
No, I want it all.
You want it all.
That's my drunk meal: is a quarter pounder with cheese, a 4-piece chicken nugget, and some fries.
Do. I'm loving it.
No drink.
I'm loving it. That's McDonald's, right? Mm-hmm. More restaurant chain news. You guys already know this because it's been everywhere. Dunkin Donuts has been bought by a venture capitalist firm, which already owns Buffalo Wild Wings and Arby's. So now Dunkin Donuts and 31 flavors, Baskin Robbins, all under one umbrella called Inspire Brands. They also own Jimmy John's and
they own a lot.
Sonic Burgers. They own a bunch of things. So they're getting up there with McDonald's. They're going to be having more locations than almost anybody else.
Subway is
the number one.
Is the number one,
which is
baffling to when
because
people
it's not
say
good.
that out loud. Well, because when you think of fast food, you think of the burger chains, right?
McDonald's, Burger King.
But Subway is
there are more Subways than anything
That's what
else.
I'm trying to think of. The more Subways than anything.
But here's what I didn't know. There are 12,500 Dunkin' Donuts stores in the U.S. And
they're all on the East Coast.
And 8,000 Baskin Robbins. Well, we had a Dunkin' Donuts just down the street from us in Las Vegas.
But I implore you to look at...
Implore me?
Go to DunkinDonuts.com and you look at a map.
Yeah.
And tell it not to look at your location.
Yeah.
And then just look at it.
It's mostly East Coast. Northeast.
New England, for one.
Every other.
Because that's where Dunkin' Donuts is.
Based in Massachusetts, yeah.
You can go to Massachusetts and you'll never find a... Starbucks. Except for Boston, you'll never find a Starbucks.
No. Dunkin' is the shit up
Rules
there.
the world.
Every other block.
Yeah.
Every block.
Yeah.
Now I want one of those Long Johns.
Iced coffee and a Long John.
Oh my God, my favorite thing at Dunkin' Donuts is a Long John, man.
I'm telling you, they don't sell them here.
But you gotta buy it in the store and eat it in the store because when they put it in a bag, they ruin it because all the chocolate comes off on the inside of the bag. Yeah,
especially if you buy that and then a muffin. they all go in the same bag. It's like they shake them up and it's all, you don't know, it's all the same.
Yeah. So you guys are listening to our podcast right now, and we're very happy about that. Did you know a recent study says that there are over 850,000 active podcasts in the United States, with over 34 million episodes, which just kind of baffles the mind.
It's a big thing, and I can tell you that the reason why I believe it's big, or it's gotten bigger, is that the New York Times has several different newsletters that you can subscribe to, and they just announced a new one, I believe. No, it's Vulture.
Okay.
Not New York Times. What's the local magazine in New York? The New Yorker?
New York Post, New Yorker,
New York Post.
New York Magazine.
And they own Vulture and stuff like that.
Might be New York
Magazine. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Puts out a weekly best of podcast newsletter.
Okay.
And it's pretty darn good. It's called 1.5 Speed. Because that's how you're supposed to listen to.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to listen to podcasts at 1.5 speed.
I wonder actually how many people listen to the Swish Edition at 1.5 speed.
Yeah.
Because you can get through them a lot faster.
Right.
We're talking at normal speed.
And you can still understand people.
Absolutely. I do it all the time.
And people have busy lives. That's why I keep telling you to keep an eye on the time.
That's right. One of the podcasts that I like, and I don't want you guys to not listen to us, but if you want to listen to something else, there's this great new podcast called Smartlist. It's hosted by Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett, which are 3 great actors, mostly in the comedy world. And this is the premise of the show.
I love the premise of this show.
So they each take turns. Each week they take turns bringing on a celebrity guest without telling the other two who the guests are going to be, which is kind of fun. I've listened to 2 episodes. I listened to Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston. Mm-hmm. So, of course, Jason Bateman brought Jennifer Aniston on because that's his best friend in real life. And Sean Hayes from Will and Grace brought on Reese Witherspoon. So Will Arnett and Jason Bateman didn't know who it was going to be. But it's somebody in the world that they live in that they know, so they can craft their questions, obviously. They wouldn't bring on like Joe Schmo from Detroit. They would have no idea what to ask.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
So they've had Adam Sandler on and Jimmy Kimmel and Robert Downey Jr. And that's fun. And their conversations are really great. It's about 45 minutes and it's fun. So you guys check that out. It's called Smartlist. And they do lots of ads and they're in the top 20. So they must be making some money. We are not.
Podcasts are great and only celebrities make money.
Yeah.
You see that whatchamacallit, after all this has grown and there's been more people to the medium, is what's his ass is still the number one.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And controversial as ever. I mean, he had Alex Jones on last week and
he'll talk to anybody.
Oh, he got lots of shit for having
Alex talk to anybody.
Jones on. Yeah. He's had Kanye West on, who is very controversial right now. There's a great video.
But I think that's what draws an audience.
Yeah, controversy is great.
You got to be willing to talk to anybody.
Right. And you got to be willing to say crazy things.
It's like, let's figure you out. Let's talk.
Yeah. I would have anyone on this show.
Yeah.
You want to be on my show? Donald Trump? Kanye West? Whoever.
It would certainly be interesting.
Either one of those interviews would be interesting. I mean, we've interviewed some really fun people over the years, but never. Yeah, but no one that controversial.
They matched our format,
right?
But I don't know. I think Joe Rogan. He's more of a today's top stories kind of guy, talking about what's going on now.
He does whatever he wants. He has no limits. He can do whatever he wants. He's the number one guy in podcasting. He's the number one guy on Spotify. He can do whatever he fucking wants. And he makes that company millions and millions of dollars.
Millions and millions of dollars.
So unless he like goes and licks someone's grandma's pussy in the middle of Times Square, I think he'd get away with almost anything. Maybe that wouldn't even take him off the air.
It's just very graphic.
licking grandma's pussy.
Yeah.
Laurie Laughlin reported to prison early. She is, of course, the actress from a million Hallmark Christmas movies and Full House, and Fuller House. her career went down the toilet when she paid $500,000 to get her 2 kids into college, which they did not deserve to get into.
She's doing all right.
She's doing fine because her husband is Massimo from Target fame.
Yeah. Did he get anything?
Yeah, he also got 2 months in prison.
But he's going after?
I don't know if they're going at the same time or not.
I bet they're going separately because the holidays are coming. So one's going to miss Thanksgiving and one's going to miss Christmas.
So she went early so she could be home for Christmas. Anyway, it's a Camp Cupcake kind of place, kind of like where...
I know.
Yeah, where Martha Stewart went. It's not going to be too hard. And when she gets out, she still has hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank. So she'll be okay.
Right.
She should just live in solitary. I mean, she's not going to be on the Hallmark Christmas movies anymore.
No, I don't think so.
I think, it's funny. We had a conversation with Jacqueline this weekend. Jacqueline didn't think it was a bad thing what she did. I think what she did was wrong. Yeah.
I think she's wrong.
You should not pay to get your kids into college. You should pay for your kids to go to college, but you shouldn't.
You do it the right way.
Yeah. Got to play by the rules. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Gonna skip ahead. This is important news, Dale. Bette Midler has admitted.
Oh, have we told?
Announced that Hocus Pocus 2, the sequel to Hocus Pocus, the great Halloween movie, is going to happen.
With the original cast?
With the original cast. They're putting it together. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Nope, that's wrong. That's Buffy.
No, Sarah Jessica
Parker, Bette Midler, and Kathy and Jimmy are going to reprise their roles as the Sanderson sisters. Oh, my God. Can you just tell them about the special we watched last Friday night?
I don't know what there is to say. However,
I felt like I was on drugs.
It was an online streaming
Halloween special.
No. Yes, but it was also to raise money, charity event.
Right, we had to pay to watch it.
Yeah, we paid $10, and it was for the New York Restoration Project, which I believe goes around and makes little green spaces in New York City. So grow plants and vegetables and have your own little green space and be,
which is
nice
important in New York City because New York City
there isn't any.
Right.
Yeah, so that's pretty great. It was weird.
I felt like I was on drugs. I literally felt like I was on drugs.
No, you're exaggerating. It wasn't that bad.
First, it was written and directed by Elvira.
Yes, which I liked.
The actual Elvira.
Yeah.
Who has been around forever and looks fucking amazing,
she looks
by the way.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
But it was basically a little retrospective, I guess, or...
I think what they were trying to do is they were resurrecting the sisters.
Right.
But there happened to be a fourth called Seance, which is a play on Beyonce, and it was a Todrick Hall thing.
It was very weird.
Who I am a fan of, but it was too much of one thing and not enough
of the Sanderson sisters.
Of the Sanderson sisters. Right.
So
Meryl
Streep was
I
in
thought
it.
there would be more Halloween music, like there could be a guest thing and, do some traditional Halloween stuff. It was weird, but I did enjoy it. It was for a good cause. Yeah. It was fun for an hour.
We made it through it.
Interesting.
And then after that, we watched Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is, if you guys haven't seen this movie,
you got to add it to your yearly Halloween movie playlist.
It's so good. It is so funny.
Hilarious.
It's a little scary, not really, but it's just more funny. It's a comedy horror movie.
Yeah, it's not scary at all.
No, it's not scary.
No.
But a bunch of kids go out in the woods on vacation.
Yeah.
And bad things happen. But it's funny. You guys should watch it.
Tucker and Dale. So funny. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
They need to make a sequel. I think that would be good. Tucker and Dale do something else.
I mean, yeah, you could kind of have this thing that every year they find themselves in some
another situation,
weird predicament that is. Right. So the premise behind the movie is it's, you always get a horror movie with traditionally there's college kids going up in the woods and bad things happen, blah, 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 blah. So it's that sort of whole thing. But what makes it funny is that the people that they come in contact with are genuinely nice.
Yes.
They're not killers, but they believe they are, and then everything.
It's like an episode of Three's Company. It's just mistaken identity and innuendo, and
it's just very funny.
It's very funny. What else should we talk about? Oh, poor Sean Connery. Sean Connery died last Friday night. He was 90 years old. And that got me thinking of my favorite Bond movies, which obviously many of the ones that he was in, I think he was in six or seven. So I wrote an article about this for bingebum.com. And I was wondering where you could actually stream the Bond movies. And this is what kind of upset me about this. There's no one place where you can watch all the 24 Bond movies. Nobody has the entire catalog in a streaming situation right now.
I don't know how that industry works with rights and who gets what at what time.
It's a little crazy.
How much you get, and it's weird.
So Netflix has about 6 of them, most of the Pierce Brosnan ones and a couple of the Daniel Craig ones. But most of the ones, if you want to watch any of the ones that Sean Connery was in, the original ones from the 60s and 70s, you have to buy them or rent them from iTunes or Apple or something, or Google Play or YouTube. They're all available on those if you want to pay for them.
Right.
But as part of a streaming subscription service, you mostly are going to get the newer ones.
That's probably smart.
Yeah. Anyway, I just would love it if if the Broccoli family who owns James Bond could just find one home and put it all on HBO Max or put it all on Netflix so we can watch all 24 movies. Anyway, if you want to find out where you can find your favorite movie, we got an article on bingebum.com where you can find all about that. And a little bit about Sean Connery's life too, which he did a lot of great movies. I mean,
it was good because that article got a lot of responses from on social media.
I like that. Broadcast TV, this is crazy. We've not really watched The Masked Singer, but it's been a huge success for Fox.
I guess it's fun. I mean, I get the premise, and I've watched bits and pieces, but I don't want to watch the
costumes are friggin'
amazing.
Over the top. And then, so a celebrity comes out, they're in a costume, they sing, and the judges are supposed to guess who they are.
Right.
Well, they're taking it to the next level, and Ellen DeGeneres is involved in this. It's going to be called The Masked Dancer, which is just so ridiculous. So someone's going to come out in a costume, they're going to dance, and then I don't know how the judges are going to figure out who they are, but the judges are going to be Paula Abdul, Brian Austin Green, who it might be one of the hottest guys on earth, Ashley Tisdale from Disney movies. How are you supposed
to determine who a dancer is based on their moves?
No, it's just the craziest thing. It is the absolute craziest thing.
That's just dumb.
I don't know. But broadcast TV has just really gone down the shitter. You know that? Everything is
because everything's streaming now.
Everything's streaming. So y'all go to bingebum.com and find out what's streaming.
Discover your binge.
That's right. Filthy Rich has been canceled at Fox.
Good.
We watched about the first couple episodes. We were kind of into it.
I was getting bored with it.
All right, well, it's funny. 3.5 million people watch it each week, but that wasn't enough for Fox. If it had been on the CW, it would have lasted forever.
I don't know. The characters are too old.
That's true. That is true. Anyway, we're glad you guys checked in with us again for another episode of our 10-year-old show. 10 years, Dale. Crazy, isn't it?
Crazy shit.
So now I feel like I want to go get some Mountain Dew.
What?
Mix some Mountain Dew in my vodka.
Oh, and with a little dash of hot sauce?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
I wonder if now you can make a Bloody Mary with the Mountain Dew hot sauce.
Hey, I like that idea. I hope you guys survived this crazy, crazy week. Turn off your TV and just listen to podcasts.
And lock your doors, apparently.
Watch streaming video, listen to podcasts, and turn off the TV. And don't go outside.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Fasten those seatbelts, fuckers. This is gonna be a bumpy ride.